Hey guys, thanks for tuning in on this episode of the Kansai Collective. We'll be talking with Ben from the UK, who has put in a long amount of years here in the country and based in Osaka for the majority of that. Tune in for episodes talking about how to open a bar here, some of his experience with it, some stuff about some pot farms in Japan, and a little bit of Ben's travels from the UK to America and then here to Osaka.
Kansai Collective, west side of Japan, we out here coolin', saying the next got connections.
Awesome. Life is good. Cameras are rolling.
It is good.
Sky is cloudy. The exposure is perfect.
Still is hot.
And thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Kansai Collective. Asa Questenberry joined with me, Zane. Fletcher Johnson?
Yes.
Live in the Kansai?
Live in the Kansai,
Did you
Mr. Zane.
Did you
I
want
don't
me to
know.
roll with it? I wasn't too sure there.
We got to get in sync with each other.
It's okay. Maybe you should start doing the intros from here on out.
Then I would change the whole flow, and that's fine.
All right, give us your intro, top of your head.
Yo, what's up? This is the Kansai Collective. We got your boy Zane and my co-host, Mr.
Asa Questenberry.
And we live with the late and great.
The late and great, doesn't that mean he's dead?
Does it?
The live in the flesh.
Live in the flesh here in Honmachi, the Deck Studio. We got my boy,
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
In the deck. Inspector deck. Yeah.
Milkovic?
Milkovic, yeah.
Milkovic. Wow.
That's a cool last
Okay.
My dad's from Yugoslavia.
Oh,
Serbia.
I think
Recently we've had a lot of
Caro was
but Frankie as well.
oh, where?
Serbian.
Frankie, I think Frankie's Polish, but all slowly getting towards the
Yes.
eastern parts
I had it.
of the U.S.
Has
Ben-
anybody ever seen the story of Benjamin Button?
Yeah.
Isn't that where the guy ages backwards?
Yo, I cried in that movie.
Me too at the end, yeah.
You cried? I haven't seen it. No.
Bro,
I wanna
fire.
Great
wanna
film,
cry.
innit? Yeah.
No one talks about that. That's a slept on movie,
It
man.
is,
That's
yeah.
an old movie at this point.
And we also got, that's Paddington. Is there any more famous Benjamins?
Benjamin Button. You would probably know if anyone.
Benjamin Franklin, baby, on the $100 bill.
Andre Benjamin.
Hey, I'm just going to cut in for so you can continue. Zane, I'm pretty sure you're peaking, so...
Oh, where?
Which means you're screaming into the mic, good sir. Zane's a little excited this morning.
I
for you
am,
guys
man. We got a
watching at
special
home.
guest.
I
We got
want that energy.
Yes.
He's getting critiqued right now by the producer.
That's
We
fine,
apologize,
man.
Aaron.
I don't want the video to be ruined, so let's go.
So
Yes.
Ben, you would know all the Ben nicknames, of course, but where are you from originally? We'll get that out of the way.
From Norwich, England. Small town.
Norwich,
A
England.
few hours from London.
What's it known for?
It's known for nice countryside. Nice town, yeah.
I hear
it's
in the
beautiful.
UK it's like it's always cloudy. Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah. It's great.
He's like-
Rains a lot.
It rains a lot. So a lot of people aren't happy, like because the sun,
A lot of people stay inside.
Oh.
That's why they're all pale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not known for its lovely weather.
I remember, I think I was like, I might have been like 13 or 14. I met my first British person. Again, the East Coast of the U.S., there's not tons in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Right.
First British person, and like, you can attest that like most Americans have like a very romanticized idea of what the UK and England is like.
right.
I met this British person, I'm like, oh my God, London, Britain, it's got to be amazing. He's like, it sucks. The weather sucks. Moss-covered rock in the ocean. Don't go there. And it like broke my heart. I was like 13. I was like, what do you mean? He just shattered my whole
Yo,
image
I'm
of it.
curious, man, because what about for you, Asa? Like, when I hear a girl with a British accent, that's sexy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she a Geordie Shore?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Geordie, innit?
There are levels to that accent. You could be like, are we talking the really posh? Or are we talking like the Cockney rhyming slang? I mean,
Oh, the
there's-
Cockney accent's good. Isn't it?
There's a couple different ones. It's like the U.S. too. Like, you meet a girl from down in Alabama. Maybe not the same as
Like any villain in any movie or like Disney movie always has a Cockney accent.
Yes.
Like every movie. The bad guys.
Do you know Cockney rhyming slang?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
do you know Cockney rhyming slang?
I don't.
I got one of my
Just watch Austin Powers.
Oh, I love that movie.
dude. I got one of my first friend in Japan, my buddy Martin, love him to death. He uses Cockney rhyming slang all the time. And for those who don't know, Cockney rhyming slang is from Cockney,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
London,
right.
yeah.
But the way it works is like you take a word that you want to say, you rhyme it with something totally unrelated,
Yeah.
and then you take like an unrelated part of that word to mean
Yeah.
the first one. So I'll give you some examples.
Okay.
You know, me and Ben, we having a bath. Having a tin bath. I think tin bath is one. Right?
Tin bath?
Having a tin bath.
What one's that? I don't know.
And I was like, tin bath? What is that? He's like, a laugh.
A laugh. Oh, yeah.
having a
yeah,
laugh.
Yeah. Tin bath, a laugh, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't got. Let's go take a butcher's. Let's go take a butcher's.
butcher's, yeah.
You know butcher's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
A
like
but-
a suit is a whistle and flute.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
A butcher's is like
Yeah.
a butcher hook,
Uh-huh.
but it means like a butcher's hook, a look to go look at something. A butcher's hook. So let's have a butcher's.
Yeah, mate.
Bro, the first time I'm like drunk, like beyond drunk at a Torikizoku with my buddy Martin, and he's running me down with all the Cockney rhyming slang. I was like, this is a lie. You guys don't actually say none of this is real. You're just
That's
You just want me to
crazy.
start saying this so that I sound dumb in front of people. But
true, mate.
sure as
Yeah.
shit, it's a real.
The best one is for wife, trouble and strife.
trouble and strife.
Trouble and strife. Yeah, that's
Trouble and
good.
strife.
My trouble and strife. Yeah,
wife.
whistle and flute. I didn't
Whistle
know.
and flute,
I didn't.
so-
I never heard that one before.
Apples and
yeah.
pears, go upstairs. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Cockney rhyming slang is crazy, dude. So when you talk
Okay.
about like a girl with a sexy British accent,
Yeah, I get you.
there's levels to it, man.
see
I'm
it.
not sure.
Wow.
What do you
okay.
think? What's your preferred lady accent? Jeez.
Yeah, to be honest, I like a Cockney accent in a girl. London.
I've
really.
never
Why?
met a girl.
Why? What does that
I don't know, it's
mean?
just fun.
It's fun.
Outgoing and naughty.
That's good
Oh,
banter.
naughty.
It's a bit naughty. Isn't it?
Naughty.
banter.
I
You know,
like that. How you say
Exotic,
naughty?
innit? So like, I went to university in the States, right? In Portland.
okay.
And I was bad, man. I put on the accent big time, the British accent.
I
yeah.
bet you did in
I was
Portland.
terrible.
All those.
Cringe.
What? They loved you out there, bro?
Yeah, with the accent. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I was. My dad still does it. He lives in the States.
He's like,
Get out of here!
he's like, of course they did.
My dad does it now. He goes to a restaurant in Oregon with my mum and the cute waitress, and he's like, "Hello, excuse me, darling, can I have a glass of wine?"
She's like,
My mum's like, "Peter."
pizza.
That's crazy.
Your dad's name is Peter as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical. That's awesome.
Actually,
His family pools for sure.
you know, if it's okay, because I think your parents do some really cool stuff. Is it?
Okay.
They
Jump
do
in.
have
What do they do?
My parents grow marijuana. Yeah.
Sick.
They have a
Out in
big-
Oregon.
Yeah, they have a big farm.
Okay, like one of those legal ones, or like
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those like
yeah.
Murder Mountain style ones.
Now it's legal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know Murder Mountain?
I don't.
Like
Good Netflix documentary.
Documentary,
Right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Murder
yeah.
Mountain.
Yeah, my dad's like Heisenberg, man.
That's-
Breaking
Get
Bad.
out
He's
of
doing his
here.
thing.
Let's hope he's not like Heisenberg. That doesn't end well for anyone. You kind of look like Jesse a little bit. So.
No, my mum and dad, they do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they love it. They partake in
I
the
bet.
medicine
I
too.
bet they do.
Was this
love it.
was like okay? So you're from the UK,
Yeah.
and when did they move to the States? Was that when you went to college?
High school.
High school.
Yeah. So late 90s. Got the green cards, moved there.
So you were in the U.S. first before you went to university, or was university your
Yeah.
first experience? Okay.
Yeah, for a few years in high school.
Portland's one of my favorite
Yeah,
cities, man.
Portland, Oregon,
without a doubt. Oh yeah.
It's nice. Yeah.
Portland's a good
What
place to
was
be.
your first like I guess image of like America and living in Portland?
Yeah, good question.
Cowboys?
Oh man, it was almost a big culture shock. It was even more than coming here actually.
Why? What did you? Yeah.
Because you know it's just I don't know, man. It's very, as a Japanese say, very countryside. You know, like it's
word.
very
Oh,
rural.
yeah,
but people were
right.
very nice,
Oregon.
friendly. But I went to kind of a posh school in the UK. You know, like Harry Potter style.
Oh.
But then going to high school in the States, it was like, oh man, it was like free for all. You know?
Hanzanichigo.
Free for all.
It was like
And also in Portland too, right?
people outgoing, very friendly, and yeah, it was in a good way. It was just,
Everyone's passing joints around. It's crazy.
Yeah. What did you like make friends easy? It was easy for you to
Yeah,
integrate yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
He
People
was
were
the
very-
British guy, dude. His accent alone guaranteed he was gonna have friends, without a doubt.
No, it was
What were like the stereotypes of a British guy when girls like started hitting on you?
Yeah, you
Was
know
there-
the usual stereotypes. Oh, such a gentleman.
Oh, okay. We don't know.
What do they know?
We're,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
uncultured swine.
Yes, yes.
We have
Uncultured
no,
swine.
We have
You
no
know,
idea.
You guys know. You guys know this.
So I bet high school was quite enjoyable for you.
It was
towards
fun.
the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
I imagine.
It was.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So you go high school, very fun. University, I imagine, just as fun. Portland, as we've said many
Yeah.
times, great place.
University of Oregon,
Parents are
yeah.
growing pot out in the countryside in Oregon, and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to
Swag.
go to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
How did that decision?
There's actually-
You have a
there's-
lot of reason to stay
Yeah.
in that situation.
There's a lot of Japanese people in Oregon. Man. A lot. So I went to university in Eugene, just south of Portland. University of Oregon. And I think they have the highest number of Japanese students in the US.
quite a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
I played football
Nice.
with the Japanese
Football,
guys.
meaning soccer,
yeah.
guys, for the American listeners.
Became good friends with some Osaka people in Oregon, and they're like, "Oi,
Oh, wow.
after school, after
Oh,
uni."
is that your tie to Osaka?
Yeah.
Was your
Yeah.
club member? That's cool, man.
That's fire.
They're like, after you graduate, get your ass over to Osaka. I was like, all right.
Wow. Okay. So it was like an easy decision, or
Yeah,
were you like easy?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, for
Have
sure.
you traveled besides to America to any other countries
Yeah,
before
a
that?
lot, mate. Yeah, yeah. Actually lived in Brazil for 1 year before I came here.
Wow.
Playing
Okay.
football, soccer, yeah.
Oh, playing soccer.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
was actually pretty good
It
then.
used to be.
Wow. That's why you.
But I
got
partied
so-
too much.
then he
man.
broke his ankle.
I drank too much.
Oh, word.
I partied too much in Brazil. Yeah, I was on the bench the whole time the next day.
Oh my God. How was it out there though? That sounds,
Brazil?
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
But you only stayed for 1 year, right?
Yeah,
So
did like a homestay.
Oh.
Lived with the family.
Too much drinking. You couldn't stay there for long.
Too much bossa nova. Too much samba. No, it was great. I loved it.
Okay.
Were you in Rio or
No, I was in a place called Porto Alegre. It's like
Porto Alegre?
most southern city near Uruguay.
Uruguay is like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming together.
It was cool.
I see.
It was very cool.
Did you make it down to Uruguay?
No, I didn't. No, just Brazil.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I did go to Rio.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Didn't go to Carnival though.
I'm curious because now you live like a whole different life, and I know when I was younger, I played sports, and
Did you?
I played
you play?
basketball and football,
He was a
American football,
theater kid.
and like for me, I'm kind of glad that I got out of the sports like world because it's like it's very like small. Like as a sports player, all you're doing is playing sports, and like. Then once you retire, you don't even know what to do. All everything's like kind of related to that same sport.
If you don't get that check, then what do you do?
I see what you mean, mate. Yeah, for sure.
like
It
jocks,
was intense.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
a jock because of the lifestyle that they live. Like,
Do people use that phrase anymore? I wonder. I'm not out of touch with younger people.
Jock?
Would it be offensive to identify as someone as a jock these days? They're
Our age is probably like we
Yeah.
as
jock,
jock,
I don't know
right?
that.
Do they use that in Australia too? That word. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The kind of like
Now-
muscly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're student
Yeah.
athletes.
That's
I'm
what you
not-
mean though,
I'm
mate.
sure.
Yeah, it was intense. Like I went to Brazil to play football. I joined a club team and it was intense.
like there's basketball players that come out here. You feel me? And
Yeah.
they only play basketball with Japanese people, but they don't get into the culture.
Yeah,
you
you're right.
get
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Go home and just that's
Really?
it. Wake up. play
Yeah, they
basketball.
don't. They
So
don't.
just like it begins and ends with the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
just in like the people in the Air Force. You feel me?
They don't
when they
mix
come
with
in
the
here,
locals. Yeah.
they don't mix with locals. They're still living in America, just in Japan. You know,
With
what
some
I'm saying?
Japanese accents to it. Interesting.
That is
So
good. Brazil is
okay,
good.
so you leave Brazil and
And came.
came to Osaka.
Yeah.
Had some buddies. So
I-
that's
yeah.
cool. So you already had the connection
Yeah.
set up before you even here,
Yeah.
which for a lot of people, we get questions of how do I build a community here. So you already had that kind of commitment.
Yeah,
or
I
you
was
had
very lucky.
some
A few
connections,
people,
right?
Yeah.
So first stop in Japan was where?
Kyushu.
Kyushu. Okay.
Beppu. Oita.
Beppu.
Beppu.
Tell the people at
That's
home
so
what is
cute.
random.
That's such a cute
Tell them
name.
about Beppu.
Beppu is a lovely little town in the mountains in Oita, famous for hot springs. Have you guys been there?
I've never been.
It's amazing. You should go.
I've heard many
You can take a
times.
ferry from Osaka to Beppu straight.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, night
Like
ferry.
through like the Seto Islands?
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
that's-
amazing.
that
It's like a
sounds-
party ferry. And like,
okay.
I'm actually going to Fukuoka next week.
Uh-oh.
Swag. Maybe stopping at Beppu because
Swag. Maybe stopping at Beppu.
Fukuoka.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Top tier. For those of you who don't know at home, Fukuoka is quite a great place to be.
Nice town, yeah. It's chill, yeah. It's chill. Very
They
clean.
got the yatai carts. They got
Yeah.
the stereotypical like dude run around with a cart, drops it down, slams
so
you up a bowl of
clean.
noodles.
Clean.
It's so clean, man. I fry an egg on the pavement, man. It's that clean. Like it's so clean.
Get out of here.
Fry an egg on the pavement.
That's cool.
That was my
Statement.
first image of Japan. I flew into Fukuoka airport and I walked around that night. I'm like, it's so clean.
Especially
That's
leaving
a
from like
fact.
Portland or Brazil. You're like, this
Yeah.
is a little different.
I mean, yeah, and even Portland's quite clean for a city in America, isn't it? But even
So you
Not close.
came to Beppu and you were like, oh man, I think I want to stay in
Yeah,
Japan.
I
Like
loved
what made you love Japan or
It just suited my personality, I guess. You know, you just felt it. It just suited me. I don't know. Very
Easy going.
unconfrontational and chill and like yeah.
So what
I loved it.
what made you come to Osaka then?
Yeah, just the people, my friends from university.
So when you were
So-
in Beppu, did you like take trips to Osaka?
Yeah,
just to see
yeah,
them?
for sure. Yeah, on that ferry.
Oh, on that
okay.
ferry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got a long history with
The
this party
Sunflower
ferry.
ferry, it's called.
Sunflower.
Oh yeah.
He's a local on
Get
the
on
ferry.
the ferry, man. It's cheap.
How much is it
It's
for
like-
people?
Round trip, it's like 13,000 yen. And it's a night ferry. It's like 12 hours. But there's like
Solid.
a bar, restaurant.
Sounds like a good trip to bring with a girl.
Yeah.
Right.
The scenery's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Traveling through
and
the
it's
Central
not like
Islands.
this. It's like smooth.
Oh yeah, I've done the ferry down from like Wakayama over to
Oh, cool.
Tokushima.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only like 2.5, 3 hours, but it's like ferries
cool.
ferries are a
Yeah.
vibe. I like it. I like it for sure.
So, like, it's interesting for me because, like, those the football players in America that were from Osaka, they were really genuinely your friends, and that's cool that they told you, come to Japan. You came to Beppu, and then they actually invited you out to like come to Osaka
Yeah.
and hang out. Like, that's really cool. So they must be a little different. you
Yeah,
know?
man, they're wild. You should. I'll get them on this show, man.
Yo,
Really?
bro,
They're like,
make
Oh,
the
you're still cool with
introductions.
them.
Oh yeah, man.
do
They
you
come
have-
to my bar.
Do you ever
wow.
joke with them and you're like, hey man, thanks for telling me to come to Japan
all the time.
all those years ago.
And every
right?
time I speak Japanese, they just like bust up and they just laugh at me.
Really?
They're like, oh, it's so weird that.
that you finally we met you and you were this British dude and we
now
were
you're speaking Osaka band and
so Kansai Ben wa chotto
that's so
chigau.
weird, mate.
Wait, okay, I'm curious. So how were you able to stay in Japan? How did you get a visa, bro?
I Eikaiwa was teaching English,
In
and
Beppu?
then
Oh.
yeah, in Beppu, and then here.
So,
yeah,
okay,
and
okay.
then got married
Got married. Congratulations. How long?
8 years ago.
8 years ago. So for the folks at home,
Yeah.
how long have you been in Japan, good sir?
19 years.
19 years. My
19.
man he has earned his
19,
stripes
yes.
in OG
Yep.
in the Osaka. So 1 year in Beppu and so 18 years in
Yep.
Osaka. I have a great question for you then. I've heard from my Japanese friends all the time that Osaka has changed dramatically in the last like decade in terms of like
Oh, interesting.
investment coming because I like
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in the startup
Yeah.
scene and the
Yeah.
investment scene, you know, we see all the time how like the government has finally started to dump investment
Yeah.
and money
Yeah.
into it. So whether it be like the Umeda area, which even in my short 3.5,
Yeah.
4 years is like totally
Oh, yeah,
different. So
absolutely.
what do you think? How much has it
Yeah.
changed? Is there any like areas that specifically stand out that you're like, whoa, 18 years ago this was a little bit different?
Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, it has. It just looks nicer, you know.
Oh, looks
They've made it just nicer. Just like the whole like
It's more
from,
metropolitan.
from Namba, Mirosuji to Umeda. It's
Right.
like completely different.
Right.
And actually, 2 years from now, it's going to be crazy.
Even different.
You know, like you know where Osaka Station is,
Yes.
and that what's that building called? The Osaka
Sky Tower.
Yeah, you know
Sky,
that like, kind
Sky
of
Bridge,
building.
Sky Building.
Sky
yeah.
building. Yeah, and you know like there's like that empty space in front of the Sky building.
Umeki.
That's going to be a massive like forest park area.
Yeah,
The largest
beautiful.
cherry blossom park in an urban cherry blossom
Yeah.
park is what they're
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're calling it Osaka Central Park.
Is that really?
Yes, that's the, they're just like, how can we make this like appeal to like just Central Park, but Osaka Central Park?
Basically,
yes.
every major station is nicer now. Like even Tennoji is like crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Technology is night and day. So from like how I'm involved in the startups like community, we see a lot of like the urban planning plans, if that makes sense. But really, if you look at like the Bay of Osaka, they're making kind of like a cross of like the development areas. So you have Umeda at the top, you have Honmachi, like this area, like the
Yeah.
SEM center, and then you have Tennoji. To the east, they're building up Kyobashi, and then
Yeah.
to the west, they're building up Yumeshima, where the expo is going to
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
as like these 5 central hubs of
Yeah.
Osaka. So yeah, for those, if you've been to Osaka before, if you came before the pandemic, even in that short period of time, I think the city has definitely come up a little bit since
Yeah.
then.
What's your favorite areas in Osaka, bro?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I have to say Tsuruhashi.
Tsuruhashi.
That's-
Please explain to the
that's
folks
the
at home.
spot.
Where is
Wow.
Tsuruhashi?
That's where
Why
I've lived most of my
Tsuruhashi?
time here.
Oh,
It's
really?
Korean town. It's like on the Loop line.
Yep,
50
that's a good
minutes
way.
from here. It's so unique. There's no like chain restaurants. It's just like every place there is only there.
Oh, okay.
And,
That's
like,
right.
It's got it's just great.
He's a big fan.
Food
of
and drink, and like
Can't
you
go
go anywhere
wrong.
there and you make friends immediately. It's like it's deep. They say deep Osaka.
Deep Osaka. Yes.
Have you guys been there?
I have been to Tsuruhashi. Yes.
It's cool, man.
yes.
It's famous for Korean food, but it's like a
There's kind of like two Korean town areas in
Yeah, yeah.
Osaka, right? There's
Yeah.
Tsuruhashi, and what's the other one?
Momadani.
Omadani. One of them has like the real like local mom and pop Korean
Yeah.
shops. Is that
Yeah.
Tsuruhashi or
Yeah.
is it the
Yeah.
Because the other one I hear is kind of like the politically correct version of like a Korean town.
Like yakiniku restaurants. And
Right,
stuff.
right,
But
right. So
It's just it's
show me
just-
the deep version.
It's just a cool place to walk around. It's
Yeah, like what is your so you've been here for 18 years, man. People need to understand like that is a
Long time.
long time and only as a foreigner living here can you really understand because there's so much that you have to go through and we haven't revealed that Benjamin has no permanent resident visa. You know, every
Calling him out.
foreigner in here is like, dang, bro, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Every foreigner is like, dang, he's able to be persistent and continue to live here, and he's doing well.
It's a long time without a PR.
Yeah, it was it's a unique situation. I basically like it's
Can
half
you
of it's
enlighten
me
us?
being lazy. I mean,
Cool.
I had my English teaching visa that was 5 years, and then I got the spouse visa, which is
Right,
1 to 3.
right,
And I
right.
just kept on doing that, and I just haven't had time to. I'm gonna apply for it this year.
Right.
I can,
So,
So,
other,
Do you guys have yours?
I would love one. I
don't.
I would love one, but
Yeah.
no, I don't.
I'm just gonna do it this year.
I think I'm
There you
too.
go.
I'm,
You
I'm
deserve
still
it,
not
bro.
long enough.
You deserve it.
Cheers.
There's no reason.
You too.
Yeah.
We all
all
you hear
do.
that Japanese government? We all deserve
you know
permanent
what?
residency. Toss
I
us a
think
bone here.
It's actually not that difficult, I think, compared to other countries.
Oh really?
It changed to it's like a
You just gotta just
it's a checkbox system now.
Yeah.
They basically run down a list of like different things, and if you check the box,
Yeah.
like they
like
they get
point
you
systems.
closer. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a point system. So
But-
it's like being married or owning a business or having like
Yeah.
N1 in Japanese. Like there's a bunch of different stuff.
It's always been quite strict though. Even with my spouse, who it's always very, because I have a bar, right? I run a bar owner, and that's quite. When the immigration, oh, you have a bar, ooh, it's
Ooh, we don't. Can we? Well, what do you think? I wouldn't know. Is that like a? Does that help you or
no, it's
disadvantage?
dodgy. Yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Because they're like it's a business.
What kind of
but
bar
it's-
is this? It's
so-
That a foreign's running it?
I think just a
know,
bar in
yeah.
general.
And they're very strict. Like I've got to send immigration my earnings and the sales and the taxes. And,
Do you handle that or you got an accountant?
no,
Yeah.
trouble and strife. My wife does that, man.
Trouble and strife and my secret
She
accounts.
does all the hard work, man. Like the dirty work.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I need to get my PR.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is now, so you've probably, if you moved to the U.S. in high school,
Yep.
so you've probably, so you've
Longest
done,
here,
I was gonna
Japan.
say, yeah, you've
Yeah.
done most of your life in Japan.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. So
And I'm proud of that. I think it's cool. Love it.
how often do you go visit the pot farm back home?
Well, I used to about 2 or 3 times a year,
right.
but
Before COVID.
yeah, I haven't been back since 2019.
Oh, wow.
So I'm looking forward to seeing the folks and
Browsing the farm.
Yeah.
Hanging out. Yeah, I bet.
All right, well,
Trimming
let's
the
let's
plants.
talk about you feel me? You have your own bar like you said
Yeah.
and I don't know too many foreigners owning a bar, but also I went to his bar. What's the name?
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got a good mix of it was mostly Japanese people, in
Yeah, it's
there.
mostly Japanese people.
And
yeah. Koreans.
and Koreans.
Yeah.
But it was
It's in
popping. It
Tsuruhashi?
was popping in there. It was live.
Yeah, man, it's going well. Like, as I said, I moved to Tsuruhashi and I just fell in love with the area. I got a nice group of friends there. I met,
Community, nice place. Yeah.
and like all the bar owners and the restaurant owners in that area are lovely, and they kind of embrace me. And that's
Well, that was my next question because, like, before COVID, I knew a bunch of foreigner bar owners, but they're all like in the Shinsaibashi
around
area,
there, yeah.
and like lots of drama. I think with that group, I'm not
Yeah,
sure. So
it's
I
tough.
was
It's tough.
interested to hear about exactly what you just said with the other bar owners. What type of feeling was it? What is that community like? Because my experience with like the foreign expat owned bars here is like
Yeah.
lots of
aggressive.
it can
I mean,
be a little bit. So it's interesting. So I'm
yeah.
interested to hear.
And yeah, and that's what it's like, you know. If you're in Shinsaibashi or any major urban center in the world, right, you have a bar, it's going to be like. But
It's because the competition, right? I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
it's
So
the local area, man. Yeah, I said I got lucky, man. The locals there, they just took to me, you know. It's
Well,
no competition. We all kind of help each other out.
what made you say, okay, I want to open a bar? Like, when was it the point? Because you said you were teaching English.
Yeah,
when were
yeah,
you
yeah.
like, okay, it's time for me. I want to do something on my own.
Yeah, good question. I've always worked in bars my whole life. My parents owned a restaurant in the UK back in the day, so I used to help my parents in the restaurant. So I've always liked hosting, serving.
Hospitality's in your blood.
My mum and dad, they have house parties all the time, and you know.
They sound like I want to have
Yeah.
a drink
So-
with them. Man. They sound fun. Dude.
But like,
So, yeah.
but the fact again, what people don't understand is like the shift in mentality, right? You were teaching English, and all of us started out teaching English, but then we reach a point where we're like, okay, this is not for us. We want to do something else. Like, was it easy for you to get to that point, or were you like torn between like, yo, could I do this? Can I not do this? Like, what was the transition for you to starting a bar?
Yeah, good question, mate. Yeah. Yeah, just what you said. Yeah, there were some times where I'm like, oh man, you know, sounds good on paper, but this is a 24-hour
Yeah,
commitment.
we can all understand that.
Got to dive in.
Sure.
You got to, and I couldn't do it by myself, man. My wife, like,
How
And-
long has the bar been going?
6 years. Actually, 6-year anniversary is coming up. Big party.
Golf claps. We'll be there. Tsuruhashi, Kansai
man.
Collective, coming to you live from Henrietta. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a bar / gelato parlor. We serve ice cream.
Y'all got ice cream too?
Yeah, that's the main thing. So in Tsuruhashi, right, it's known for its like yakiniku restaurant. So we built a place that you come to after dinner for dessert.
Smart.
The ladies like the gelato.
Oh yeah.
It puts a nice kind of peaceful vibe to it, you know.
Oh yeah.
You
You
don't go there and
can't
just
get in a
drunk, you're
fight
like,
at a gelato
No,
bar.
if someone's
It's
talking
impossible.
crap, I'm like, oh, wait, this is a gelato place. Chill out. And everyone's happy with gelato. You know?
So let's start fighting. You just put a spoon and just right in their mouth. They're just like just shh.
It's
Just eat
funny
the
because
gelato.
we have the big gelato counter and that acts as like the bar counter.
Do you have any like ice cream alcohol
Yeah.
combinations?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
Oh,
of course. That's where I'm
dope.
going tonight.
It's funny, some of my locals, they've been drinking at my bar for 5 years. They don't even know we have gelato still. Some of
That's
them.
awesome.
Like, Ben, what's this counter thing? I'm like, it's gelato, mate. Yeah.
Do you have to explain the difference between people between ice cream and
All the
gelato?
time, mate.
Yeah, tell me what it
And
is.
everyone thinks I'm
confused.
Italian too. All
Right,
the
because I was
time.
gonna say Italians get really mad if you call it ice cream. Are you same or what do you? Please
It's
enlighten
very
us.
similar. The only difference is gelato is made with like all natural ingredients, more cream, no like food coloring or like chemicals and stuff.
So the
it's all like
Americans
my
wouldn't
wife
like it.
makes it. It's all handmade.
Ooh.
So the real boss behind everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a
Yo,
gelato queen.
I met her, man. she had things under
She has
control.
her own ice cream place too in Kobe.
You guys are the ice cream empire.
Right, we
the
just had the
empire.
bagel. Now
we
we
got the
got
ice cream
the
empire.
Oh.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Japan.
it's fun and it's just fun having gelato. Everyone's happy with ice cream, right?
So even during the wintertime, you serve?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even the
okay.
winter, we serve a lot.
What,
But
what's
obviously,
what's your most popular gelato?
pistachio
Woo!
by far. That man,
Zane,
that-
just broke the mics
Mate.
on that one.
it's like
That's a fact.
Pistachio.
Pistachio's so
I have a
good.
question.
Yeah,
There's
mate.
down Wakayama. There's
Yeah.
a soy sauce factory. Have you ever been down there?
No.
It's a heritage soy sauce factory.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's the only place in Japan you can get soy sauce ice cream.
No way.
I
Interesting.
swear to God, yes. Everyone in this room is looking at me like I got 3 heads. My first experience was I was like, there ain't no way there's soy sauce ice cream. So we go to this tour. Afterwards, like, Dozo, here's your ice cream. I'm like, oh, what type of flavor? And they're like, it's soy sauce. And I'm like, go figure. We're at a soy sauce factory. Kind of hesitant, but you're not going to say no, like to
Yeah.
the Oji-san who just spent 3 hours showing around. Comes over before we bite it. He comes over and he dumps a little bit of soy sauce on top of the soy sauce ice cream. I kid you not. I've yet to have a better ice cream.
I
in
bet
my
it was
life.
good, yeah.
Get out of
I
here.
love ice cream. I'm like an
Yeah.
ice cream crackhead, and I tell you what, this soy sauce ice cream. We need to do a collab. You need to get the gelato
That's very
version of
interesting.
soy sauce because it was
Yeah, mate.
like if sweet and savory was a combination, it was
Dango-mushi.
Dango-mushi?
Mitarashi dango.
Yeah.
Mitarashi dango.
That's
the
the
same.
Soy sauce, sugar soy sauce.
Yeah.
On the dango.
I can't even imagine
Yeah.
having that, but I tell you what,
So
soy
I
sauce
can
ice
imagine
cream.
Ice cream would work in that sense.
Yeah, mate.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun doing the funky flavors. We do like every month we have like a different flavor.
I wanna do like a shot mixed with like ice
Yeah,
cream.
people
that
do
would
that,
be,
man.
That would be great.
People, people.
I love how like for the people that couldn't see at home, like I'm explaining the soy sauce story, and like our producer across from me is like chomping at the bit to be like, Dongo, it's the Dongo.
mate. Yeah.
Jumped out of his seat to tell us.
Yeah,
So to backpack off Zane's question,
yeah.
I think to sum it down into what I want to know from it is, at what point did you realize you need to do something else? Was there a single
To be
event
honest,
that
mate-
happened, or was it just like were you tired of teaching, or what pushed you to do
To
it?
be honest, mate, I always enjoyed teaching English. I never really was like, oh, I hate this, but I never really. I was quite lucky, you know. It's not people complain about it sometimes, but we're lucky to be able to.
Pays the bills.
Pretty stress-free job on the most part.
Turn your brain off, chill.
But I was doing a lot of part-time bar work in Kitashinchi, and I just loved it, man. I don't know, just. And I'm like, all right, I need to open my own place.
Beautiful.
But as you said, I wouldn't want to have a bar in Shinsaibashi, Umeda. It's not. Again, it's kind of.
Super competitive.
Yeah, and yeah.
He
maybe
wanted
not
that
the-
local vibe,
Not
right?
like- yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
maybe not
totally
the type
get
of people you want coming into your bar
Yeah,
and shaking
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and Tsurahashi's like, yeah, it's local, but still, it's quite close to like Namba. It's convenient.
So if we were to,
You know?
if we were making a map, so if this is
Yeah.
Umeda, Homachuguriar, Tenoji, Tsuruhashi is this way, right?
Yeah,
To the east, right? East of
Yeah.
kind of this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's 3 stops from Namba. Yeah.
So going
Yeah.
forward, you're pretty much rooted here.
Yeah,
Right.
mate. Yeah, Osaka
Any-
for life.
Osaka,
Osaka
for
for
life.
life. That's
Big
a
O.
good.
Okay.
The sack,
Yes.
The sack.
I love the sack, man.
I heard someone described it recently. They called it O-Town.
the old town.
And I was like,
Oh,
I like that one.
Old Town.
The Old Town, yeah.
The
Hit that,
Osaka area.
hit that O face. Yeah. So,
Yeah, mate. I love it. I love talking about it when I travel to England or America.
what do you tell people? How do you? Give us your pitch? What's your
Mate.
pitch for as a foreigner in Osaka? What's your Osaka pitch to other non?
It's good. I mean, like all my mates come to visit me. They love Osaka's their favorite place. I'm sure you guys had similar
Oh, yeah.
experiences.
No,
Yeah, alright.
my friends
Just-
suck. They don't visit.
Just cliche, openly friendly, easy to make friends. Just easy place to live.
Community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tokyo is great too. Not
Yeah.
gonna diss Tokyo. I love it, but I could probably live there too. But just got a nice circle of people around me, like locals.
Yeah.
We hear it time and time again.
I'm sure
you
you
get
guys
involved. You
agree
get the
with me on
right
that.
people. Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Yeah, I definitely will be in the Kansai region for
Yeah.
the remaining years of my life.
Absolutely. Me too, mate.
And you got. I mean, and again, like I've said, it's gonna. You think it's changed now? Like wait. It's gonna be after this expo and on,
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be
sure.
it's gonna be crazy.
Again, I mean, Osaka or Japan's gonna blow like a zit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the worst way to describe. I've never heard a worse way to describe potential in my entire life. Man, to say it's gonna blow
No,
like
not
a
the
zit.
potential, but the fact that there's so many foreigners that are looking to come to Japan. You know what I'm
can't,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And they've been stuck
gonna
in their
erupt.
crib.
Oh, that's
they've been
gross.
they've been stuck in their crib for 2 years. People want to come to Japan, dog, and Osaka
next month.
being
Did you see? Yeah, from next month, for those at home, from June, Japan will officially be starting tourist entry into the country.
Yeah, yeah.
Starting in small pre-selected tour groups
Yeah,
from only
like 28
three,
people are
from
allowed
only from only the right type of countries. But
Yeah, silly,
As-
innit?
Yes.
That's silly.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. Let's first of all, your personality is very chill. So that's why I can see how you've
sells
been out
gelato,
here for
bro.
so long.
Yeah, man.
Because there's some people that become really bitter living in Japan because they don't want to live here. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're
that
thriving.
type.
You got a great wife who's like helping you support the business. You got your own business. You're very in the local scene.
Yeah.
What type of what would you recommend people who are trying to come here and live that same type of lifestyle like that, just integrate themselves into the community, get
Yeah.
their own business, have a wife, that supports you.
Getting married, yeah.
You know, what type of advice would you give the audience?
Good question. Yeah. Simple, man. Patience. Like
Ooh.
be very patient, and immerse yourself in the local community. You know, cliche thing to say, but yeah, and like just be patient.
How
Get
would
involved and
you
be patient.
how did you get involved, or how would you tell people they should get involved into the community?
How? Just visit all the places around where you live,
Go get drunk.
and if you like a place, go there again, and they'll
That's
know
a
you.
fact.
They'll definitely
And
remember
then go
you,
again
yeah.
and again, and be polite and well mannered, and like, you know,
That's a
And-
fact.
Don't be a tourist.
and you know, you've got timing's important, you know. Like, so I lived in Tsuruhashi like 10 years before I opened my own place, you know. You don't want to rock up and like open a place and, you know, hey, just be like, bloody hell.
That's true, though, but it is true because, like, I mean, but I even see this with Japanese groups as well. I mean, because Japan is such a community-focused country, but like
Yeah.
going in, knowing a local area, being involved, being a patron of these bars for years prior to opening a bar, that presents a path to
Absolutely.
like community acceptance.
Yep.
Whereas, like, I mean, I know groups that have come from Tokyo that have tried to open nightclubs in Osaka, and they
Yeah.
get like completely pushed out within
Yeah.
their first year because they're not a part of the
Yeah,
community.
they rock up.
Right. So you can't, of course, you're not going to go walk into some random community and be like, I'm dropping a bar, right? Like,
Yeah.
gotta know
Yeah.
patience. Right?
Exactly, mate, yeah.
Zane
And-
taught me my favorite phrase.
Yeah.
Keizoku wa
Chikaranari. Ooh.
continuation is power.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, but it
wow,
describes
20 years?
It describes
Yeah.
so much about success in this country.
And-
It's so true.
Yeah. And I mean, got very lucky, especially during the pandemic, right? A lot of bars closed, especially, you know, the Namba area. 'cause
Right.
they rely a lot on like tourism and like, you know, your
But
in
you
and
got the
outs.
local plug.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So I
And
guess
that's
to
appreciated.
finish up, you know,
Yeah.
what was that like having a bar during COVID? And
It was fun, actually.
okay, please, yeah, give us
Yeah,
a
man,
little
it
bit.
was
We'll
actually-
finish on that.
It was actually really fun because we could only open for a couple hours a day, but you know, close the curtains, drink inside. It's like a house party every day.
Right.
And it's all
Swag.
your locals, and it didn't feel like work.
Right.
You didn't get any like, you know, random people off the street.
You know all the people there. Oh man.
And we just ended up partying every day until the morning.
oh man.
And
Love
like,
it.
it was like self-service, man. I was like, I couldn't be asked working, so I was like,
Get yourself a drink.
Yeah.
We're not even supposed to be here right now.
smoke at the back. There's like a little secret smoke in there at the back.
Is your building 1 story, 2 stories?
2 stories. Yeah.
That's awesome.
First
Very
floor
cool.
is like a standing bar. Upstairs is like.
All right, I
tables.
gotta go visit tonight maybe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sounds
man.
like the
Come
place.
check out my boy. And
Come
the
back
next,
anytime.
hopefully, the next episode we have in the Kansai Collective with Benjamin will be at his parents' crib.
Yes, we
on the
gotta
farm.
be a little. Oh, on the farm.
My
We're
mum,
taking us to
you
the
know,
farm.
to end one final thing, my mum's, she's lovely, I love her to death, but she doesn't know the rules in Japan, and she's always trying to bring
Oh,
the
word.
chronic over here. And like, she's like,
The chronic.
she wants to make chronic gelato, right?
Nice.
I'm like, Mum,
I will go to jail forever.
and it's so funny because every time I come back to Osaka at Kansai Airport, you know they have those police dogs, right? They always come up to me and they're like, "What?" Because I smell like my
You
mum
just
and
been on a
dad's
pot farm
plants.
for
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm like,
You're like,
doggy,
I don't have any, but
nice doggy.
Nice dog.
They're like,
where I come from, this is legal. I promise.
yeah, right. But
That's
Hilarious.
yeah.
Ben, you guys sound like fantastic people. I would love to get on the farm. We'll definitely be having
Likewise.
you
Yeehaw.
again, man. Got an interesting story. I feel like we only dived in just a bit.
It's been a pleasure.
But we'll leave a little bit of mystery so that we have some more stuff
Yeah.
to talk about next time.
Come to Tsuruhashi, everyone.
Please, yeah,
Especially
come
on
by to
Sunday.
Henrietta's
Sunday's a
on
good vibe.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your recommended day?
Yeah.
Sunday?
Sunday.
It's a nice chill, like, everyone's kind of a bit hungover, but
Right.
like,
But they still want to keep.
a lot of people have Monday off.
Right.
in
Cool.
restaurant business. So
I always used to.
Sunday.
Well, that's funny. When I used to, if you want to get to know, if you want to look like a celebrity at your local area, you got to go out Sunday and Monday night because that's
Yeah.
when the service people are
Yeah.
off.
Boom. You got it.
So when you meet the service staff when they're not working, if you go to the bar on Friday, you know the staff, which means the other patrons like, oh, this guy knows.
Mate.
He's one of them, right?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
all the hairdressers and nail salon people. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Sunday, Mondays when you got to
We
meet
throw down
them.
on Sundays.
So as always, big shout out
Pleasure.
to the deck here in Honmachi, Osaka, Japan. Tomo, we love you. Thank you for providing this
Thanks,
wonderful
Tomo.
studio to get
Inspector
all
deck.
the Kansai. Yes, Inspector Deck. I
Inspector
love it.
Deck.
Edge Wilderness, Aaron, our big producer, man, making it all happen. We
Cheers,
appreciate
mate.
you. Hinomaru to the right, Drone X, Kabushi Geisha.
Hinomaru.
If you guys like this episode, tune in more, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. Give us some ideas for
Please,
content. You
yeah.
guys say, guys, you need to be making some type of content. Drop some comments. We'll check it out, and hopefully we can get some more interesting stuff here in the collective. And we'll see you guys in the next
plan.
episode.
Pleasure.
Kansai Kollective. West side of Japan, we out here coolin', Zane and Nasa got connections.